Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, honors to all the brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Aqua, and Shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathens. Now, this lesson is going to be an Iran war update. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you edify. It says, Saudi Arabia, Houthis trade attacks, escalation intensifies. It says, Saudi Arabia launches strikes on Yemen's Houthi-held city of Hodeidah in the latest escalation during the regional war between the United States and Iran. President Donald Trump says dialogue between Washington and Tehran continues, and a threatened massive attack may be unnecessary, although the U.S. remains locked and loaded. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi says Tehran does not fear threats or succumb to pressure. The Israeli military launches counterterrorism operations and orders a curfew in the occupied West Bank after 6 people, including 4 Palestinians and 2 Israeli soldiers, were killed in violence southwest of Nablus on Friday. Yeah, so things are really starting to heat up out there. Or heat up even more, I should say. And this is why we keep saying that there is no end in sight for this war that's going on. It's just going to continue to escalate and intensify. Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Yeah, so the leaders of, these, Trump and Netanyahu and I believe it's the foreign minister. Yeah, Iranian foreign minister. And whoever the leader of the Houthis group is. The Lord is putting the spirit on them to, continue to go to war with each other. The Lord is not putting the spirit on them to calm down and seek peace. The Lord is putting the war spirit on them. And that's why things just keep intensifying and escalating out there. Ecclesiastes 3:1, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Jumping down to verse 8, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And we are clearly living in a time of war. There's definitely war going on out there in the quote-unquote Middle East, which is really Western Asia. There's a lot of civil unrest in a lot of these countries, especially here in the U.S. So, civil war and race wars are right around the corner. That's the time and season that we are in. Time of war, not a time of peace. Exodus 15:3, the Lord Yahweh is a man of war, or Yahweh is his name. And that's right, the Heavenly Father is a man of war. And war is one of the many ways in which the Lord uses to bring judgment upon the wicked people that he is angry with. Luke 21:22, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. And that's right, the Lord has shown us the signs that these are the days of vengeance. That's why there's so many fires, so many storms, so many tempests, so many earthquakes. That's why the wars and the rumors of wars are escalating and intensifying. That's why there's more great miseries being, brought upon the earth and upon these people. It's because we are in the days of vengeance, and all the things that are written in these scriptures to happen in these last days that we're living in are coming to pass. They're being fulfilled, and there is no stopping it. There is no slowing it down. No matter how much Esau may want to stop it, because he knows that in the end he's going to lose. He's going to be brought down. He's going into chains. There's nothing that he can do because the Heavenly Father, Yahweh himself, has set all of this into motion. These are his prophecies. And the Lord is not a man that he should lie. So if he says something is going to take place, then that's exactly how it's going to happen. So best believe World War III is going to happen. And it will be a nuclear war. And at the end of this nuclear war, the United States is going to be wiped off the face of the earth. And the land of Israel is going to be cleansed of all those heathens that are in that land. Esau is going to lose. These Edomites like Trump and Netanyahu are trying to run around acting like they're, John Wayne or some Billy Badass. And it's like, no. Nobody is afraid of Esau. Everybody's just tired of Esau. Everyone's fed up with Esau. Even other Edomites are fed up with Esau. We're getting very close to the end. And Dawada Yahweh Shem Yahushai for that, because those of us of the Hope Elect, we're tired of this. We want up out of here, man. We want the kingdom of heaven to be established. We want Yahweh Shai to rule. We want to be put back in our godly, righteous, royal status. We want these heathens up under. We want them under us. We want them to be our slaves. We want them in chains. And to see the Lord, he understands that. And that's why he's speeding up the times for the elect's sake. So for all you sincere brothers and sisters out there, just keep your head up. Just stay focused on enduring unto the end, finishing your course, keeping your hand on the plow, and Adawan Ratazah, being saved. Because there is no salvation for these wicked people. They're going to die. And they deserve to. Because they are enemies of the Lord. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakudash. The water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Aquath. Shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathens. Hope you stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up. Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, Shalom.